Cancer. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your November 2014 forecast for the month. Thanks for joining me. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to report that I quit my day job. So I am full-time astrological advisor and tarot reader, and it feels really good. So I wanted to share with you that I took my own leap of faith on this business venture. So hopefully that can be inspiring to anybody out there who needed to hear that at this particular time. Let's get into the forecast. We are starting the month on the 6th with our full moon at 14 degrees Taurus. Taurus for you, Cancer, is your 11th house of friendships. And this video is for Cancer and Cancer Ascendant, Cancer Rising. So your 11th house of friendships, there's an awareness. A full moon brings things to a head or an ending, culmination, an awareness. It's illuminating something that isn't seen in this sector. So the 11th house of friendships, it's also social clubs and organizations. Ooh, a full moon in the 11th could be a scandal. Not your own personal scandal, but you could become aware of something scandalous in a club or a group with a full moon. Also, it could be that you're ending friendships that don't suit you, or cutting out relationships that haven't served you as of late, which isn't always a bad thing. I mean, there's times, to weed out the weak, or just to go through your relationships and see who you're connecting with. On the 8th of November, we have Mercury transiting into Scorpio, and I like this for you because Scorpio for Cancer is a sister water sign, and this is your 5th house of children and creativity and pleasure and gambling and sports and all things fun. So having Mercury, the planet of communications and information and details and analysis, going into this 5th house, you'd be great for gambling speculations right now because Mercury's direct, and Mercury in the 5th could make you very analytical for sports betting and things like that, because it's a double whammy, sports and gambling. But it could also mean information coming in regarding the children or romance. 5th house is romance. Maybe some casual online dating with Mercury in the 5th could occur. Mercury will be there through the 27th of November, so use those 19 days, to the best benefit. On the 16th, we have some interesting things happening at once. We have Neptune, who's been stationed in Pisces, going direct, finally. So he's putting back on his rose-colored glasses of delusion and fogging things up in Pisces at 4 degrees in your 9th house of higher education and long-distance travel. Neptune direct in the 9th could make the planning stages of a long-distance trip very dreamy and foggy, maybe hard to really get done at this time. But your 9th house is higher education and foreign travel. Now, Chiron is also stationed in Pisces, the asteroid, the wounded healer, and he also finally goes direct. Neptune and Chiron have been both retrograde in Pisces for a while, several months. And having them both direct in the same week, you could feel that this 9th house is activated definitely in the month of November, but you could be dreaming. Neptune is dreams, and the dreaminess, the inner dream world, the subconscious mind. You could be getting information about places that you'd like to go, and it could be because you're needing to heal something. Chiron wants us to heal, but could bring you to a place where it's easier for you to do so. You could have some dream recall or dream therapies happening and leading you intuitively. Also on the 16th, Venus makes her transit into Sagittarius, and from the 16th on, it's all about Sagittarius in the stars. We're going to have Venus, the Sun, the new moon, Mars is stationed there, and Mercury will be going into Sagittarius. So this is affecting your 6th house tremendously. I like this, though, Cancer, because with Venus going into Sagittarius on the 16th, Venus is beautifying the 6th house of health, 6th house of workout routine, regimen, the body, your daily grind, your daily work. Venus will make this a smoother time period, about 28 days. And Mars is already there. So Venus and Mars, the planet of energy, Mars, and aggression, but also, passion and determination. Meeting with Venus, the planet of love and money and beautification and smoothing techniques, all in the 6th. So you have the balance of the male and female energies in your 6th house of daily regimen and work. I love that. And health. The Sun enters Sagittarius like he always does on the 22nd of November. So the Sun is then conjunct with Mars and Venus in the 6th house of health. The Sun in your health sector, for those of you who have been under the weather or dealing with something more serious, this is a smoother transition. It's a warmer 30-day period of time with the Sun in the health sector. And I certainly hope that a lot of you aren't dealing with illness. Also on the 22nd, in addition to the Sun moving into Sagittarius, we have our new moon at 0 degrees Sagittarius in this 6th house. Now, Cancer, for those of you who have been really delayed with Mercury retrograde in starting your regime, your workouts, your health regimes, you've got so much planetary support to start a new endeavor. When the new moon is at 0 degrees, it's stronger than any of the other new moons at 15 degrees, 30 degrees, because it's initiating that sector right at the beginning. Right at the initiating stages of your 6th house, you have this new moon. And it's a beautiful period of time to get your health in order and to stick to it. Mars being there in the 6th is giving you the drive and ambition to stick to your commitments, and the support of the new moon and Venus and the Sun. And then Mercury on the 27th, the planet of information, who is helping you in your 5th house of dating, now goes into your 6th house of health. So it's all cyclical, but it really, all these personal planets are just following each other around the chart now. They're staying very close to each other. There's a lot of conjunct activity. So I like it for you. And I want to pull the cards because I'm feeling them a lot today. And I love being able to just read intuitively and channel information without memory. So hopefully that some of this will apply to you, Cancer, to some of you. Let's get into that. Cancer for November. And if you'd like to read with me through the month, you can find me at audreyallison.com and Audrey Allison Astrology and Tarot on Facebook. Cancer. The World. Cancer, you have all 4 seasons, all 4 elements in this card. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Water, air, fire, and earth. You could really be obtaining a goal that you've desired for a long time. It could be about the 6th house of daily work. But to me, it feels like there's a freedom with this card, that maybe you're taking something off your plate and you have all of the means to survive around you now. You have all the elements that you'll need. And in a full year's time, you'll be in a very different place. After 4 seasons have passed from November, life will change in a really, I think, beautiful way. 3 of Cups, support of friends, friendships, the 11th house, where your full moon is. One of these friends might go. Let's see. Queen of Coins, mastering your environment and occupation. 6th house. 6th house of work. But there's something, all right, I'll get into the summation in a minute. Five of Cups, a breakthrough, new possibilities. Uranus, shock, sudden breakthroughs, the breaking of position. Okay, so these together, this is the goal. Okay, this card is the goal of one's work. The goal that you wish to obtain is the world. And to pull this first, it means to me that you have everything you need right now to get what it is you want. And something's coming through for you, Cancer. Something's coming through for you. Now, it could be through the support of friends, that this feeling of obtaining this goal or this peace that you receive from it, because the world is a very peaceful card. It could be that you feel that way because of the support of your friends around you, but it could also be that you sever a relationship with someone in order to obtain this. And there's nothing wrong with, relationships exist for a reason and for a length of time for a reason. So you might just have to pay attention, around the 6th of the relationships in your life, the contacts, not so much your physical relationships or, loving, dating relationships, but more friendships, goals, friendships, clubs, groups. I said goals. Oh, the 11th house is also goals and wishes. And the world is almost granting you a wish. So there's something about this goal that you've wanted that I really believe will come full circle and you'll obtain full circle. See that? Full circle around there. Okay. This could be your goal, that you need the support of having your foundation of home and your finances and your work in order. You're mastering your occupation in the 6th house. You certainly have enough support of the planets to get your 6th house in order. The Queen of Coins really is a force to be reckoned with, because she's not materialistic, even though it's a high coin card. She appreciates everything, every little thing. She stops and smells the roses. She has luxury in her life because she makes things that way. It doesn't mean she has to spend to have things beautiful. She's creative that way. This breakthrough and new opportunity, it feels like there can be someone or something severed away in order for you to fly free. You see how the two birds are parting separate ways? This is the card of the earthquake or shake-ups. And with Uranus stationed in Aries right now, triggering the fire signs of Sagittarius, these things could happen spontaneously. So you could suddenly feel the urge to break free in order to obtain this. I'm not worried about this reading. I didn't get any disastrous cards or sword cards. I just feel like you are processing who serves their purpose in your life and who doesn't. And by the second half of the month, you should know that. And then you can implement things going forward. Thanks for joining me, Cancer. My name is Audrey Alison, and I will see you next month. Have a sweet November, and I'll see you in December.